So what does it say about the beginning? It says in Genesis 1:1, in the beginning. You know, for centuries, most believed that the universe had no beginning, because a beginning would necessitate what? A beginner. And enlightened people didn't want to believe in a God. So for thousands of years, or certainly for hundreds of years, the church was out on its own with the belief that the universe had a start. This week has shown science has caught up. The idea about life's origin conveyed in Genesis 1:1 is no longer a fairy tale in the minds of the enlightened. The idea, now they agree that there was such a thing as in the beginning, and they're willing to spend $16 billion to find out more about it. Okay? And the idea that in the beginning was God, well, to me, that side of the table adds hope. Because hope by nature is a belief that there's something better, right? Anything. Hope, that's the definition of hope, that there is a belief in something better. And that word, God, provides that. If it just read in the beginning was a God particle, not so much. Especially when the God particle burns up in a billionth of a second. Where we came from does have a bearing on where we are, on hope. And the same is true when it comes to where we're going, to direction in life. If there is a God who existed before the beginning, then there is someone greater than us. Someone who says what's right and what's wrong, and that's something lacking in the universe described by CERN. In fact, if I can quote Dan Brown again, ironically an atheist, in his book Angels and Demons, he puts it really well, writing, "Who is this God called science? Who is the God who offers his people power but no moral framework to tell them how to use that power? Science textbooks tell us how to create a nuclear reaction, yet contain no chapter asking us if it's a good or bad idea." I choose this side of the table because in the beginning God means there's someone who says what is a good and a bad idea, someone who gives a moral framework. He existed before anything. He is our singularity. Someone to whom we are singularly accountable. Because our creation didn't come by collision or by accident, and it won't end that way either. There is a design in the past, and so there is a direction for you in the future. To choose to be a part of it, to walk in it, is to choose hope, and we all need a bit of that. It takes trust, and that's something a lot of people don't want to do. So much so that they'll spend $16 billion building the largest machine in the world just to prove there is no God to trust. But if you will trust, the God who was there in the beginning will be with you to the end.